Hi, and welcome to Think About It. My message today is titled, A Little Bird Told Me. We have these bird houses out in our backyard, and lots of times I'm sitting up on my deck and I'm looking down at these birds, and I am just totally amazed to watch them. The mother bird will come in and she'll build her nest, and then she'll hatch her eggs, and then she'll even teach the little bird how to fly. I'm telling you, every time I see it, I am amazed at God's creation. I recently went online and I did a little research about birds and about some very interesting things that I learned about them. Let me read it to you. Since the earliest times of man, birds have inspired our deepest imaginations. Fearless and free in the sky, the birds make us wonder what it would be like to fly. Well, none of us can sprout wings. We can all simply observe and learn from these beautiful creatures on how to create a beautiful life. Here are 6 lessons inspired by our winged friends. Number 1, be confident. Birds learn to trust themselves before they take off in the sky. So you have to have faith in your abilities and know that you will find a warm current to soar in. Second thing is let your colors shine. Different birds have hundreds of different hues. So be bright and make sure you aren't hiding what makes you one of a kind. Number 3, show up early and often. The legendary bird gets the worm for a reason. So find something that's worth showing up for, and then show up every day. Number 4, go with the seasons. Birds thrive despite changes in the environment. Be fluid and go with the flow, trusting your ability to always find a branch to land on. Number 5, flock together. Birds seek strength from one another. So keep friends and family close by as you navigate your days. Number 6, spread your wings. Eventually, all birds must leave the safety of the nest and become what they are meant to be. Have no fear of falling and start flapping your wings. This is all good sound advice, sound lessons that we should all know and follow. However, since we are all human beings and not birds, we tend to do the opposite. Instead of following these life lessons, we choose to worry. And because of the ill effects of worry, Jesus tells us we born believers, not to worry about those needs that God promises to supply. You see, worry may damage your health, cause the object of your worry to consume your thoughts, disrupt your productivity, negatively affect the way you treat others, and reduce your ability to trust in God. Excuse me. How many ill effects of worry are you experiencing? Here is the difference between worry and genuine concern. Worry immobilizes, but concern moves you to action. In Matthew 6:25-34, Jesus teaches us about worry, tells us not to worry. Let me read. Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body. What will you wear? Is not life more than food and the body more than clothes? Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than they? Can any one of you, by worrying, add a single hour to your life? And why do you worry about clothes? See how the flowers of the field grow? They do not labor or spin. Yet I tell you that not even Solomon in all his splendor was dressed like one of these. If that is how God clothes the grass of the field, which is here today and tomorrow is thrown into the fire, will he not much more clothe you, you of little faith? So don't worry, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or what shall we wear? For the pagans run after these things, and your heavenly Father knows that you need them. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all the things will be given to you as well. Therefore do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. That's Jesus' words. And you know, to seek his kingdom and his righteousness means to turn to God for help, to fill your thoughts with his desires, to take his character for your pattern, and to serve and obey him in everything. What is really important to you? People, objects, goals, and other desires, they all compete for priority in your life. Any of these can quickly bump God out of the first place, and if you don't actively choose to give him first place in every area of your life, that will happen. Planning for tomorrow is time well spent. Worrying about tomorrow is time wasted. Sometimes it's difficult to tell the difference. Careful planning is thinking ahead about goals, steps, and schedules, and trusting in God's guidance. When well done planning can help alleviate worry. Worries, by contrast, are consumed by fear and find it difficult to trust God. They let their plans interfere with their relationship with God. Don't let worries about tomorrow affect your relationship with God today. We can count on God. Psalm 84:5 tells us, "Blessed is the man whose strength is in you." My message today was titled, "A Little Bird Told Me." Someone has written a little verse that goes something like this. Said the robin to the sparrow, "I should really like to know why these anxious human beings rush about and worry so." Said the sparrow to the robin, "Friend, I think that it must be that they have no heavenly Father, such as cares for you and me." You know, Jesus used the carefree attitude of the birds to underscore the fact that worrying is unnatural. Look at the birds of the air, for they neither sow nor they reap, yet the heavenly Father feeds them. That's Matthew 6:26. And let me ask you something. If he cares for the tiny birds and the frail flowers, why can't we count on him for every aspect of our life? After all, he loves us so much that he sent his Son into the world to save us. We are that valuable to him. Think about it.